first of all, producers should brand themselves, and as like with each hits that they drop, like say this big song is produced by this guy. Don't just say yes, I produced this one, retweet, repost. Try to get on top of things.
Hello guys, you're welcome to the Listening Sessions podcast, a show about the music industry, its players, and the game. My name is Obina Agu, music businessman and your host. Listening Sessions podcast, we're here again. My guest today is a super gifted, super prolific songwriter, producer, artist, Remy Baggins.
Oh my God.
I just couldn't wait.
Oh my God.
Remy Baggins is
You cannot hold back the greatness.
I
So guys,
I couldn't. So guys, please welcome the amazing Remy Baggins.
let's give them that clap from that TV show right here.
From that
Back. Yeah, because they're not paying, so we're not going to mention their name. Yeah, what's up now?
My guy, it's so good to have you here, man. Thank you so much for coming out here.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Man, I'm a big fan of yours, man, for real. I heard the project you did with Erife.
Yes.
Erife. Yo, I loved it, man. I really loved that stuff. I loved it.
That was quite
And
something, man.
And then hentai. Guy. And no, like you're man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Thank you so much for coming out here, man. Really.
Yeah,
really.
thank.
How have you been? What are you up to these days?
What am I up to?
How far? How you did? What's in the apple?
Okay. What am I up to these days? First things first. Lagos is can I swear?
Yes.
Lagos is a fucking jungle, man. Lagos is a motherfucking jungle. Guy, to find out this place, Jesus, hey, God, what have I got myself into? Yeah, so that's one of them. Then I'm also working on my album, so it's a very chaotic mix right now. So I did try stay sane, but yeah,
Also,
we did.
And besides working on your last album, what was the pandemic year like for you?
Pandemic year was very good for me music-wise, because I think I pushed myself harder than I've ever done before, because I dropped 2 projects, 1 video, 1 single, like everything entirely self-funded, everything, like, bro. So I was having a very good year music-wise, but in my personal life, Jesus, if not for the challenge that I challenged myself, for the mode. Bro.
Man, thank God you're here. Man.
Bro. But yeah, we did.
So, these Ijoya people, who, what do they do?
They distribute music.
Okay.
Basically distributors.
Okay, because it's like you guys have a really
I
good
distributed
relationship.
I started with Forever. That was a track I released with G Clef after Hensai. Then Sakura, then Amaterasu. Yeah, they are pretty good distributors. They sabi the work.
Because on one of your records, I think I saw like featuring
Ijoya.
Yeah.
Oh, so the story behind that song is have you seen this thing called the Ijoya Class of 20?
Yes,
Or
I
Ijoya
have.
Class of 21?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically Ijoya rented out some space, then called all their favorite artists, that's you, let's make an album. So like it is an Ijoya album, basically. And one of the songs that was on that Ijoya album was Boju, produced by Tels. And I was the only one on that version. That version was like 1 minute long. I was telling them that, Alpha, let's make this thing longer now. Like, I can't, it's just one verse and a hook. Like, let's make it longer. They said, no, they like it like that. It's right. It fits for like the middle of the album or something. I said, okay, drop your own. Me, I know one feature. So just give me and say, okay, no problem. As long as you put and Joya there. Simple. Fine. So that's what happened.
Okay, because I sort of had an idea that okay, these guys are distributors, but that featuring Ijoya got me thinking like,
It's just like it's paperwork piece. So you get me.
so how did this whole? I know you're tired of answering this question, but it's important. It's important because that is the whole idea of listening sessions for younger artists to be able to really learn something from the people they look up to, or the people who are really doing good stuff. So how did you get to this level where you are this dope music bad guy called Remy Baggins?
How did I get here? More. Bruh. Perseverance, strong head, never taking no for an answer. Always. There's one Thanos meme where was it Avengers? Which Avengers was it? That's like the glove, the gauntlet was he opened a vault and the gauntlet rose up. So he picked it up and was like, never mind, I'll do it myself. That's basically the story of my music career. Guy, you say you want to do this one, you call this person, everything will be set. 2 days to release. Film. Everybody don't ghost. I say, wow, okay. You're now seeing yourself designing the motion graphics for the song out now. You see yourself, you write press release, you update your press list. You bro. We don't see things, man, but it's just perseverance, basically. And what else will I be doing? So I just have to close eye and say, you know what, let's fire on. Let's give them. And if I don't give them, I'll not be able to eat. So just have to do it. Should get it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how did music start for you?
Music started for me when I was very, very young. Like when I was pretty young, I started playing instruments. Like I'll find keyboard somewhere, I'll play it. Then I'm like, where did this boy learn how to play keyboard? My uncle now went my father, okay, I'll buy him a keyboard. He'll buy me keyboard. Next thing you know, 12 midnight, I'm making beats. When I'm 6 years old, I'm making beat on keyboard. You know, like keyboard, we have like 5 tracks that you can record stuff on. I'll first start with drums, and I'll start with the piano, and I'll start with bass, and I'll add guitar on top. Then I'll add sax or something. Like that's how it all started. So I was basically composing and writing songs from that very early age. Then when I got much older, and I said, okay, this thing is actually so easy to me. So why am I dulling? Let me cash out, man. Let me dive in. Yeah, that's what happened.
Talking about cashing out, how profitable has this been for you so far? I mean, you still have amazing years of winning ahead of you. You know, so yeah. But so far,
it's been that pandemic year. My account was making me smile, man. I can't even lie. I just see my account like, see now me do this P. Now me run yeah. I say mad. Then again, very, very important. The only reason why I was smiling like that was because this is not to brag or anything, I'm multifaceted. I'm an artist. I'm writing songs for people. I'm producing, and I'm also mixing songs. So like that was the only reason. If I was just one thing or more, this has been wild, but yeah, because of the several pockets I'm dipping my hands into, that's things are looking great.
Wow. I'm very interested about the writing songs for people part. People who listen to your music can tell that you're pretty good at that. So I was going to ask even before you said it. So how has that been? Because it would appear people aren't really open to the idea of somebody writing for them. Is that true?
It's changing these days. But before, if you say I'm the one that wrote the song, if you mend you for where you did, bro. But these days, it's becoming more acceptable. Even though it just depends on the person you're looking forward to working with. They might be the type of person that say, "Oh, I'll pay you your money. You keep quiet, don't," or bro, it's wild, man. Nigeria. Well, getting better, Sha. We're getting better. It's getting better. Things are getting better.
So, but are there times when you're just on your own and then you make a song and you feel like, I think this song is perfect for this person, and you go ahead to reach out to them?
Yeah. The thing is, the way I work, the way I like to work, is with you right beside me, man. Like, I need to hear your thoughts. I need you to hear my own thoughts too.
Yes.
I work best with people right beside me in the room. I really don't like semi beat. I've been in situations where I've actually conducted an experiment. This was a while ago. Someone said, play me beats. I sent the person beats. Okay. Say one thing. And now one thing happened and I lost my laptop. Then we fixed the session. I've lost like 3 laptops. I've been robbed. Don't worry. So, we had the session. Then I remember remaking one of those beats I sent on the spot. And the person was in love with it. I said, I don't catch you. I don't catch you. So it's like when you are sitting down with somebody, the feeling is different. Like communication, as long as you're communicating, everything and the vibes are pure. Everything will come out sweet. That's just how I do my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
You talked about a writing camp that Joya put together. It's a good thing that we're starting to even have a lot of those around here now. But what was the atmosphere like in the writing camp? Was it difficult working with people?
No, it was actually fun.
Egos
No, we're actually catching vibes. It was fun. I made like 6 beats in the house. Then I jumped on Tells' beats. Like that's just vibes, man. Tells was downstairs playing one beat. I heard from upstairs like, yo, I knew that everybody in that camp was either Afro beats oriented or last R&B oriented. This guy was playing a drill beats downstairs. I said, bro, take flash, put it for me, I beg. And so he can't load down, can't go upstairs, record down. And so he sets.
No, that's just mad. Like the beat, really nice beat, really nice beat. What's your take on co-production? Is that something that you're starting to see a lot of around here?
I love co-producing with people. Like even these days, like right now, I'm working on my album. Yeah. How I work is that first things first, I need a title to work with.
Title for the project.
For the project.
For the song. Okay.
Or a working title or something. Then I select sounds that I've heard before that fits the mood. Then I start like composing according to those sounds. Yeah. So these days I start something. I send it to my guy that I know this guy is a don in drill drums. I'll send it to him. Oh, this guy is mad with R&B chords. Send it to him. Oh, this guy is mad with dancehall drums. Send it to him. So that's how I've been working these days. So I love co-producing a lot. Like I love working with people a lot. But just that, man, everybody just likes to dull people, man. Just making everything long, but
mad.
Yeah.
So how do I go into this?
Let's just go.
Let's
go. Don't worry.
A lot of people do not know that you had something to do with Try Me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
What tell us about that.
Okay, so how Try Me came about was she had the song. She wrote the song in 2017, I think. So it's a pretty old song. Then she had like chords and stuff. She had like a beat before.
Yeah, like a guide.
Yeah. Then she knew that she wanted to put that. She like from the very beginning, she knew that this song She's like,
She knew.
she knew that this song, don't worry, when it's perfect, when I drop it, don't worry. So, I think she tried a couple producers, but it wasn't sitting right. Then they came to Lord Rainbow. Say, Lord Rainbow, come and touch these stems. Wow. No pun intended. Okay, so yeah, we got there. I knocked the beats, tweak. I basically sampled her old beats, then made it into the new stuff. So that's how that came about. Yeah.
No, because it's really important that we lay this out here now because it's such a big record. It's such an important song. And a lot of people, I want more people to listen to it now and say, so Remy had something to do with this.
Like anybody that knows me, like even people that I've not seen for years, when Try Me came out, do get me small when she heard it, those are Remy's 808s now. Like there's a trademark sound already that you can't ignore. So if you know me, you will know that I did that.
So, but Remy, talking about this signature sound or that Remy thing, how does a producer attain that level of mastery?
Practice, man. Practice and working with so many people. Practice. You like to reach a certain level, you have to. There's this thing, was it Ed Sheeran that talked about this? It was is it 1,000 song rule or 10,000 song rule? That you just need to continue. It's like he described it like when you dig a borehole or a well. When you put the tap on, it's dirty water that will be flowing first. So all the dirty water will clear before the clean water starts coming out. And once that clean water starts coming out, it's for life, man. So it's just practice.
And once you just beats a day. That's for real.
Wait, 32 beats a day. That one is loud. Though. You said 32 beats a day.
I saw that in an interview.
Okay, maybe it was a typo. Because when I make
I don't think it meant like every day. I think maybe it was in the course. I don't think it was even 32, but it was a figure, you know.
When I was still making beats every day like mad, the highest I'll make a day probably 5.
And that's a lot because it would take a lot of
the time and effort I put into things like that. There are songs that I spent 3 days on, like Sample. Sample is basically a 2017 song of mine that I've been saving the vocals for. That when I'm ready for this song, I will deal with it. And I finally cut it in November 2020. I said, see, it's time to drop this song. The way I amended it, it took like 4 days altogether to remake the beats from scratch, to mix and master it. So like, it's not. That was another thing. When people say, "Oh, I made this beat in 5 minutes. I made this beat in 20 minutes." I'm like, okay, bro. Okay. Like, nice one. If you can do that and it turns out mad, as long as it turns out mad, good for you. But for me, 5 minutes to make one beat. 20, bro, I used like at least 2 hours to make one beat. At least.
I heard somebody talking about their EP, and the guy said he recorded 4 of the songs in about 3 hours. You know, so I'm like, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I like to feel like a lot of work and time goes into something you're presenting to me to pay for or to, you know.
Boy, it happened though.
Yeah, but does it really happen that often?
Happened. You know,
and sometimes, don't you think some people mask their laziness with that whole thing?
Idea, concept. Maybe I don't. I can only speak for myself because I don't know what other people. I'm a loner, first of all, so I don't really know what other people or how other people do their things. But for me, I know that to write a song, maybe 2 or 3 hours for me. But Boju was written in 20 minutes. I
Yeah,
legit
yeah.
wrote and recorded Boju in 20 minutes, like the verse and the chorus in 20 minutes. So it dey happen. Sometimes, man, it dey happen. And then again, if practice, there are people, maybe those people have
Yeah.
recorded way more than me. I don't actually record much, to be honest. Anything I'm recording, I know I'm going to drop it. I'm not one of those kind of people that have hard drive records. I have hard drive records, but I'm not.
Hard drive record.
I'm not that. I basically record and drop.
Talking about hard drive records, do you sometimes feel like some people are struggling now, but the song that could have changed their life is chilling somewhere in their hard drive?
Depths now. Definitely. You see, even me like this, you get one song with the hard drive. See, if I find one kind of bar like this, that's it. See, Grammy nomination, sure, I can beat my chest as long as it's dropped with the rights, Chukwan here and Chukwan there, yeah. But yeah, I actually think so. I agree with you that sometimes the song that can change your life is sitting somewhere in your hard drive, just for you to. Sometimes, you know how like music is made now. Sometimes like it's under some kind vices and stuff, and some influences. Sometimes you might not even remember. Sometimes like I've seen people wake up in the morning and be like, "You, what's that? Who is that?" I'm like, "Bro, it's you now." So I can't remember making this song, man. Like that's so it happened.
True. I at the start of this, I talked about your project with Henry Fair.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what SARS and World did to announce SARS and Loj.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, is that perhaps that's an important way for a producer to continue to put themselves out there?
Yeah. Very, very, very important. As long as you have, like, first of all, you need your own identity. I don't know why people think that producers should be relegated to the background. That's if you check a producer's Instagram, it's just like maybe video of one instrumental somewhere, just bare vibes. But I think producers should brand themselves like actual like musicians, like artists. For example, them Black Coffees, SARS now. I think more people should do that and take like if you. Then again, it depends on how far you've gone and your. I hate this word so much, but your clout. I think that is also an underlying factor.
But perhaps doing this is going to contribute in bringing the desired clout.
Yeah. Then again, the artist you're working with, is the person bigger than you, or like, I don't say less than you, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Have you spent more? Are you more popular than the person you are basically putting on? So I think that first of all, producers should brand themselves, and as like with each hits that they drop, like say this big song is produced by this guy. Don't just say yes, I produced this one, retweet, repost. Try to get on top of things. The more you do that, the more you have like leverage and bargaining power when you want to say, oh, I want to put out a song of my own, I want to put out a project of my own, I want to produce for this thing. Another angle is paperwork. Like all those type of like SARS World, SARS Loj. I would love to see the paperwork. I don't know why. Like when I see people collaborations like that happen, what my head first goes to is not even, oh, it's going to sound mad. It's more. I would like to see the paperwork of this shit. So like all these things also help, like bargaining power, the paperwork, like what is written inside there, who is taking what, who is responsible for what. Man, I don't lose God again, but
No, you're right on track. You're right on track. Wow. So how well is, well, I don't get to be in the studio so much, but with the new awareness going on, how have you noticed that more studios have split sheets, or are
Yeah,
people starting to talk about it, or are you still my guy? Let's just
it's people are starting to talk about it.
yeah.
Yes, but do they really understand what they're? People are saying, "Oh, sign split sheet, sign split sheets." Okay, you're signing split sheets. You're signing on the split sheets written publishing split sheets, right? Then you now come and say, eh, after like you have all the financials are sorted, you have paid for the beats, you have done this one, you have done that one. You now come and say, where's my split from the streaming revenue? Now I'm entitled to 50%. But you are not. That's publishing, bro. That's some publishing and the sound recording are not the same thing. So as much as people are talking about it, do they really understand what they're talking about? People are saying science split. Oh, I have split sheet, I sign split sheet. Okay. Did you register it on BMI? So I think that like there's still a lot of work to be done as to spreading the message and making people understand that. And it's not just by signing split sheets. You have to go and get a publishing administrator. You have to go and register on BMI or ASCAP or PRS. You have to get those things done. So I just hope people like find the time to read and not just say, oh, I sabiam now, no be to sign split sheets. Go and read about these things. There are different people online and there are different books where you can just click. It's free, man. It's free. Just go and read. I don't know why people don't like to read, but I just wish people read more.
So, at what point in your career did you start to become more aware of your business? You know, and did you have your hands burnt a few times?
Enough times. You don't. Okay. So, what made my eyes open was what year was I can't remember. I was trying a deal of some sorts. Then I had to buy my way out. I had to pay my way out. So I did that. Like no complaints. It's in the contract. No complaints. We just do it. So we did that. Then I said, see, from now on, man. From now on, I got sabi this thing back to like front to back. So I did like tons of research. I was staying up. Guy, people be making beats next door. Me, I'll just be there scrolling, reading about BMI, reading about publishing, reading about types of deals, licensing deal. What is this one? What is that one? So basically, I just think people should take time to read more. It's not just, oh, I made these beats, I'll sell it, and I'll cash out, and I assign split sheets, and that's it. No registration, no nothing. Just vibes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just vibes.
Just vibes. See, I don't sign split. God. Man. People, we need to educate these people, man.
Definitely. Definitely.
Ah.
What are you looking to change in the industry?
Oh, see, what don't you want to change right now, bro? Let me now fire you, like give you back. What don't you want to change? What, like everything, man, everything. I feel like first of all, one of the reasons why things are why they are is because of the way the older generation or the people before us feel about the creative industry. You know how they say, if you're not an engineer, a lawyer, an accountant, or a doctor, you are like everything is, what are you doing with your life? That kind of thing. So they never paid attention to the setup and structure from days past.
True.
So with that attitude, everybody now, like anybody that's entering the industry on our streets, if it's the person that has probably the most clout, that's that guy is just doing what he wants to do because he has the clout and the money. Then he says some things and everybody takes it as the law. Then everybody starts to copy that pattern. And as people are getting up there too, they're also growing their own wings and saying, okay, this is what I want to do. It's illegal, but we go run am and nothing will happen. So like when things like that happen, the entire ecosystem is destroyed. It's just vibes. It's just a fucking jungle. So first things first, we need to show these people that if you are creative, no, I'm not a dullard. This is a noble profession. There's a lot of money to be made from this type of thing. And then again, it all ties back to those people in the past. When they were setting up this one down, all the, for example now, let's say publishing and performance rights. Like when they play a song on the radio, they're supposed to be paid. When they play a song on TV, they're supposed to be paid. Now tell me, which artist can go? Like, okay, now me, I'll go and say, okay, you people are playing my song on this radio. You're supposed to be paying me. Then we'll just look, you say, who be this one?
They go very laugh.
Say, who be this guy? What's he find for you? If I light your eye, do not go and mean you and put you inside group chats. And they say, I'm not going to play this guy again. So like that type of scenario, like, okay, now they've meant that guy. Okay, be wary of this guy. And do now blacklist that one. That's how things happen. This one now feels slighted that, oh, you blacklisted me. Let's say that one now rises to become let's say, curator of a popular DSP. And he's the one that's creating that playlist. That one now, maybe that first guy is managing an artist or is the record label owner of an artist. That one will now say, oh, because of what this guy did to me that year, I know the reason this is artist, you cancel that one. That's how madness just spreads. Because one person did something and he felt it was above the law. This one will now revenge. This one will now do this one. That's how madness just erupts. So, to answer your question, man, what to change what I want to change in industry? First things first, change Nigeria, man. Because as long as our mentality is backwards, things can't really progress. As long as the general mentality of people is backwards, I don't think things will change.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I do. So, but I've noticed your production style change a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I'm right, but there was this time when it was 808 heavy, and then it sort of moved into synths and what informs those change and just
let me to be very honest, the funniest, like, my response is just so normal, so ordinary. It changes with each laptop I change, man. One time when they stole my laptop, I can't enter house, find one laptop where my mom say no they use again. I dust them, I dey use them. I could not install plugins on that laptop, so I was using Ableton stock plugins, and the only external sounds I had were 808s. Now from there, I just did throw 808 anywhere. I'll put 808 on Afrobeats, put 808 on this one, because I didn't have anything else to use. Then money went out, buy a new laptop, start installing plugins. You now start picking favorites. Okay, I like this sound. So anytime, like I said, I like working with people like when they're right beside me. Anytime somebody's like inspiration, the first thing you open is what you like using the most now. So play something on that one. That's why you say, okay, these sounds are similar.
Yeah.
So that's just how it happens, man. It's just like when I change my laptops, that's when you hear some subtle differences in
production. Like for example, I've heard like a wide spectrum of your music and your sound. But sometimes does it bother you that somebody somewhere might not feel like you are the guy they should come and talk to when they want to make like proper Niger Afro beats, knowing fully well
Yeah.
that you can kill it.
Mm.
You know, so what
Man, I don't actually mind. I don't mind that people like when okay, like you said, when they want to make an Afrobeat banger, I'm not the person that you come and meet. I'm fine with that. As long as I have other areas where it's a no-brainer. That's okay, R&B, leave it for Rainbow, leave it, no challenge, R&B, trap, EDM, leave it, soul music, even gospel, leave it for Rainbow. But no, it's not that I don't know how to make Afrobeats, but it's just
so it's fine. Everything
it's
doesn't
fine.
have to be
It
a
doesn't
thing.
yeah, it's fine. Then again, it depends on who I like. The typical Afrobeats artist now
Yeah.
is a send beats kind of guy, and me, I know they like send beats. I don't. It's not a matter of pride, but I just prefer working with you.
Yes.
And Afrobeat artists, they are the most popular ones, obviously. So they are busy. They have things to do. They are not the type of people that will come and sit down and work with me. So I guess that is the reason for something like that.
Yeah, and I guess the send beats thing kind of puts you in a place where you are not producing it as much as you were, because you even want to vocal produce them and
Exactly.
direct them.
Like write with you. I'll harmonize with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some other send beats producers, they are fine. They just send it to you, whatever you do.
They're fine with what they're doing.
It's okay.
Yeah, everybody with his own, man. Everybody with his own.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Okay, like it's like I've heard your music. I'm a fan of your music, but for some reason, it's also as if we have ended up talking more about Remy, the producer.
Yeah.
That, you know. So,
okay, let's fix it now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but so is it difficult for a producer to make that transition? Do you feel like sometimes, because people, especially when you're a good producer, do you feel like sometimes it's difficult for people to now switch and be like, yo, but this guy, because even Kanye had that issue for a long time. Jay-Z, all of them were like,
I think it largely depends on one, branding.
Okay.
You properly brand. If Metro Boomin starts rapping today, and it's as long as it's fire, that's another thing. That's another factor. Is it fire or not? Is it marketable or not? As long as it's fire and marketable, and the brand is there, you fly. And okay, maybe you know how things are with the world. If you drop money, nothing go happen. But yeah, you are partly set. Yeah, that's branding. How good you are, how marketable you are. That's what I feel like producers who want to transition into being an artist should focus on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you think your use of social media has been optimum level, talking about pushing your art from production to your performance side and all of that?
Yeah, I'll say to an extent.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of like improvement that can happen.
Yeah.
But I'll say to an extent, yeah, because for you to use social media to promote yourself,
Yeah.
first things first, you need to know yourself well. That's okay. Is this something I can do? Is this what can I do that will align with my brand? You can't just be you can't go and be singing with singlet and boxers. There are some people that can get away with it. But if you can't get away with it, it won't work for you. You have to study yourself, study your brand, study like everything that makes you, then present the best sides. That's how I feel like social media will work in pushing or marketing an artist. As for me, I think yeah, there's still a lot of improvements to be done because I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. I don't like left to me. If I wasn't a musician, you won't find me on I'll probably have Twitter, but Instagram, nah.
Perhaps there's a place for that scene as you're being your authentic self.
Yeah, there's once it's just for you to figure it out. Once you find that thing, and you just and another thing is consistency. Once you find that thing, you stick to it. Continue giving them.
You are a big, I think, I think you're a big element, a big factor in Damio Neru's success. Because it's almost like last week we didn't know this lady, and this week everybody's talking about her. And what's up is like she stopped making music. Well, that would be a shame. I hope she
No,
hasn't.
she's not. She's still,
you know, but
still making music.
how did that partnership come together? Like it just felt so good.
I met Dami in, was it 2015 or 2016? I can't remember. But we were in Chase Music together with Jimmy Abdul's. So it was Jimmy Abdul's, myself, Dami Oniru, Foresight, and some, yeah. Then everybody went their own way.
Yeah.
So like, but we're all still friends. I still produced for Jimmy. Then Dami went back to school in UK. Yeah. Then just as she finished, I think we started talking again. Then she was like, "Oh, I'm coming to Nigeria real soon. Let's destroy their eardrum." I said, "Okay, no yawa. Like Dami and Jimmy, they know how I work. So like, we'll meet so and so place.
Yes.
We'll camp. We'll make stuff." That's what we did. So that was like what we spent to make that project, Breeze Lounge. 1 week. We made that project in 1 week.
Wow.
Yeah. We made that project in 1 week. Then the following week, we now started working on Hentai. Yeah.
So, is that a better way of making projects as opposed to just we are sure recording, sure?
I think to me, I'm a perfectionist, so everything has to be sorted and there's still room for vibes.
Yeah.
But like at least the general idea must be okay. What is the album about? What to say on the album? What not to say on the album? Then
and a set time frame, like or like this is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, as opposed to I'm recording, and in 10 months time,
assemble everything. That's how it works for me, Sha. For me, because I'm a perfectionist and I like filling my notepad with ideas and deadlines and stuff to do. So that's just me. I'll first, sometimes I make a playlist of like songs to listen to for their lyrical content, melody style, delivery style, vocal arrangements. Then production wise, like all those songs will be segmented in the playlist. So in the morning when you wake up, blast the playlist. You and your house, you two are blasting the playlist. When we link, we know what we're here to do. And to be so effortless and easy. Because when I start, by the time I'm done with drums, you already have a bounce. When I play the first chords, verse is ready. When I add the bass line, chorus is ready. So you just record from there.
Who are the big guys you think you could totally make a kick-ass project for right now?
Do they have to be Nigerian?
Yeah.
See, me and Asha.
You'll be mad,
Asha. Me and Iniola. Me and World. Bona. Oh my God.
Una they hear look, you people reach out.
Bro, me and okay, now let me now step out of this box. If me and Post Malone should catch ourselves somewhere. If me and St. John should catch ourselves somewhere. Hey God. Problem. Another problem. Problem. Don't worry, we'll just be watching.
Man,
You watch.
I'm
You
looking
watch.
forward to. I actually haven't seen you perform before.
Ah!
I need to
Yay!
correct that.
These people should book me, man.
I need
Book
to correct
me.
that.
Ah,
I
God.
need to correct that.
Ah.
Are we going to be having Remy Baggins here, Remy Baggins
See,
there?
no. For that,
So-
I just have to show you this picture to understand, to make you understand that.
You
Man,
go in.
I will show you. This was Giddy Fest 2018. Where's archive? Where's my archive? I'm actually digging through my Instagram archives to see this picture. Scroll down. Hey, look at this network. Niger Lake. Oh my God. Yeah, it's loading.
That's so.
It's loading. But I think people think I am a brilliant writer, a brilliant producer, bro. On stage, this is what I turned Giddy Fest to. That's what happened. So
Yeah.
you can imagine what happens when I perform. You can imagine what happens when I love performing. I did a concert in 2019 for Hensai. That was a madness. It was, ask anybody that came, it was a madness.
Yo, that's dope.
I love performing so much. I think I love performing more than I love recording. I love performing.
Wow.
I just wish I could perform more, a lot more. But don't worry, this year. No, this
Really
year.
say
This year.
you be-
Now
you-
I've been
you-
thinking about. I've been reasoning that I should do a show this year, but now it's cemented that I have to do a show this year.
You should.
I should.
You should.
Yeah.
You're an artist. You're not
don't
just
worry about it.
somebody who feels like
Ah.
perhaps he can sing. And
No.
then, wow.
No, those days, that was 2006, man. I was thinking, my voice. I think my voice sounds nice. Until one of my guys come, you sabi sing. This guy, they try. I say, okay, that's all the confirmation I need. that one has me. I know who I am. I know what I can do. And if anybody should try to say doubt my doings, come on. You're on the bicycle, man.
Remy,
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot. now.
Gang.
I know that you, by collaboration in some way, you happen to be a big player in the alter movement or around.
You can say
that,
so. Yeah.
You know, so I'm asking because I don't know why. It looks like there's no more. That movement is no more right now. You know, almost like it just came and went.
First things first. I've never actually seen myself as well. I just remember something, man. 2016 when the alter.
Not even
Chris
as an
started,
artist, even
yeah.
as a producer, I know at least you did the thing. You be
Yeah,
there, you know about it.
yeah.
You know, so
I feel like the major players are trying to. They are settling down with their various international deals.
yes.
So I think like when everything is set, I think it will be fire from there.
so basically
So I
the
just think they
movement
need-
is still alive because right now it feels like the movement isn't quite there anymore. Just the major players are
Yeah.
still doing their thing, but it felt like a wave, and
Yeah.
and now you look back, it's like that's
But then again, there are different waves, and there are different times for different waves. Like when that wave happened, the next wave was suddenly. I don't know how to say this in a better way, but R&B boys where they speak pidgin. That was the next wave, basically. So like I think waves happen, and if you are trying to see, this wave did not last. This one did not last. That one looks like it's lasting. I think is still quite like it's not long enough to call to give like what's that word, a lifespan to all these things. I think we should wait and see how things turn out.
Yeah.
I think that one wave can be like in, let's say, in 5 years time. We will just find ourselves gravitating towards that past wave,
Yeah.
and that will now be the new pop.
True that. True.
Imagine in 5 years time, all the songs on radio are sounding like Odunsi's Star Signs or Santi's Gangsta Fear. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Because if you look at it, those were basically sounds from the future. And I'm even going to predict this. In a couple of years, all the sounds you're going to be hearing on radio are sounds that someone somewhere experimented with and made a wave with, but it felt like the wave died. But let's just see.
5 projects, 6 projects in how many?
Six.
6.
Yeah.
Wow. Obviously, that says a lot about you as a
Yeah.
producer and as an
Yeah.
artist. So, what are the gains? And you just talked about making your new project. So, why is it important to make projects like that?
Again, I can't speak for anybody, but
Yeah.
me, I feel like my strengths lie in my what's the word? Dual, jack of all trades. What's the word? What's the word, man? That you get what I'm saying, Sha? Like I can do different genres.
Yeah.
And anytime I do one song, sometimes I'll be like, this song is so mad. Well, people won't get the context if it is not surrounded by some other songs. For like Hentai, for example, is called an R&B project, right? The first song is rock inspired. The second song is a funk song. The third song is elevator jazz music. The fourth song is dancehall. The fifth song is what's the fifth song? Afrobeats. Sixth song is pure R&B. Seventh song is trap. Eighth song is Marvin Gaye R&B. Ninth song is Afrobeat. Like they are different. I need to show that it's not just there are different sides to all the stories in my head. I need to present all these things to you. You can't just be and I just feel more comfortable putting out projects than singles.
The guitars on that first track.
Shout out to Ife Jazz.
Hey.
Shout out to Ife Jazz.
Ife Jazz. Man, brother, shout out.
Shout out to Ife
Ife is
Jazz.
really amazing, man.
Guys,
Ife is.
You know what? It was
Ife is special.
go and check his discography of songs that he played on. The Star Signs I'm talking about, it was one I played on Star Signs.
Oh,
That was
are
Ife
you
Jazz.
serious?
Like, don't worry.
Yo,
People sabi, don't worry.
Ife is really something. Ife is really something. Wow.
Yeah.
Then, Remy, I think about producers now and even artists. It's a lot of people who make beats, who produce, so does it make it difficult for a really talented guy like you to get jobs, or no, it doesn't affect anything? Because I worry about these things. It's like there's just so much of this, but not everybody is at that level. But how are you still able to get ahead and still find work?
It depends. It's all in you knowing what you want. And if I really wanted to chase being like an Afro beat or Afro pop producer, like, oh, I want hits, or I want like radio hits, all those kind of things, I feel like if I was that kind of person in my head, I would have made this work. But I'm more of a classics guy. Like I'll prefer, like, it will be a hit though, but it's going to be a classic. That's I'm the guy you call when you are making an album and you are trying to make a song that touches people and is not your normal sound. That's when you call Remy Baggins to produce for you. So don't worry, there's always work for me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I love this guy's confidence, man. Really, really, really.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, in your time in the business, what have you learned? What are the most remarkable lessons you've learned about being in the industry, doing business, being profitable as a producer, as an artist? It's as if there's like a surer, more straightforward path to profitability when you're an artist, you know.
Yeah.
So I really feel for producers. So on that producer tip, what are the lessons? What is going to be useful to the new guy listening to you?
Bruh. First things first, I've said it before. Practice. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses and improve on them. Then you guys go outside, network. Then everybody, like when you're a producer and they're like the young cats around you saying, "Oh, I sabi rap, I sabi sing, let's enter studio." And you are there, you've like only like 2 people have recorded on your song, on your beats, and you're saying, no, bring 100K. First things first, you have to calm down. Look at the people around you. The people that you know that, okay, this guy is sabi, or this guy knows what he wants to do. There are some people that their sounds might not be the most, it's the most melodic sounding, it's so sweet, the chords, it made me cry. No. But, they don't have like the best voice, but they know what they can do and they know how to deliver. And when it comes out, it's sweet. So, find those kinds of people, reason with them, like both musically and on the business side too, that shall come to some sort of understanding. It's not every time that you say, if you don't pay me this one. Look at where you are. Build with the people around you. That was another very important thing I wish I knew earlier. I always thought, I can do it by myself. But although when I was on the come up, like my circumstances didn't really allow me to meet people as much or work with people as much or be friends with people as much. Make all these guys your friends. Like, be on the come up together. Once they see you struggle and you are seeing their struggle, the respect to set in. Grow together, then of course, network. And when one person from afar on or high up is seeing one of those guys, seeing his movements, they'll call that person up. They'll drag you along. And one opportunity will arise from there. So, more network, more teamwork, basically.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Final question. Anime. Are you going to be doing anything around anime? Because it feels like on a subtle level that is like a part of your brand in some way. You know, so any
Well, there are things in there. I have a lot of ideas, but the thing is, I'm not where I want to be able to execute those ideas. Because trust me, hey God, trust me, people that have known me from when I was little, know that some more music is just one of them in this boy's head. There's so much more going on inside his head, man. I just think that when I get to a particular level and I'm comfortable with the resources I have, it's fire from there, man.
I can't wait for you and Tim to be in the studio again, though.
We go.
That would be dope, man.
We go run on.
Remy, thank you so much,
thank
man.
you so much.
Thank
for
you so
having me,
much. I
man.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Man, thank you for making another album.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for not stopping.
Yeah.
You are already celebrated. You are going to be even more celebrated. More wins, more career milestones, more money,
More money,
more,
man.
more everything, man. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks
Thank
so
you
much
so
for having me,
much.
bro.
Thank you.